Hello, everybody. Just to wait on a second while I see if, oh, there we go. We're going on to Zoom now, and we are going onto our Facebook page, and I'm getting everything going here, and I'm wondering if I should be in my earphones or in order to hear all of you, but there are a lot of people waiting. Let me make sure they're all legitimate. Okay, they are. Oh, why did I just stall there for a second? Seeing that? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, well. I give up, technology sucks, okay? We think it's wonderful, but it sucks, especially when you have to rely on it. Okay. Anyway, let me admit everybody here. Here they come. Oh, we got a bunch of them today. Oh yeah, we got Scott Boddicker, and we got Marjorie, and we got Paul Levin, and she's back in her hometown. Charlene Solis, hello. Hey, hello, Edward Berger.
That's right.
Right. And Francine Witt. Hello. So Francine, do you have a catchphrase at all? Everybody's
That's right.
Oh, I don't.
read books. That should be your catchphrase.
Yeah, read books. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, let me see here. And Len LaFrisco. Hey, Len. How you doing?
Hello, sir. Good. How are you?
Why do you choose not to call yourself Leonard?
Well, my mother calls me Leonard once.
Oh, really? Well, no, what happens is your parents always use your very familiar name,
Yeah.
Although my parents never did that with me. My real name, his first name is Bennett, right?
Right.
And she never said, Bennett, come here, because I have
Mm.
a nickname. And my
What was
nickname, well, you see, Jewish families are supposed to name their kids after a dead relative, which is a really morbid thing to do to a kid. Okay. They and the they didn't have any, but they wanted to name me. They went through names and they saw a good name was an English British name actually, but Bennett was a good first name. They felt, but they felt that they hadn't named me after a dead relative, so they gave me a nickname of a dead relative, and my dead relative was Boleslav.
Holy moly.
And he died, my father's brother. He died, I think, at 21. And I'm still trying to figure out what he died of, but it was something like tuberculosis or whatever. Okay. And he died very young. And so they decided to nickname me. Well, they're not going to go around calling me Boleslav, okay,
Yeah.
or Boleslav. So they named me Bolo. Bolo. And that was my nickname, and that's what my parents called me when they, wanted me. Hey, Bolo.
Interesting.
So I thought my name was Bolo until I was here's an Andrew. I don't know who that is. Was that Andrew Deutsch? Let me see here.
Probably.
Jeffree Stein.
Yes,
Andrew Deutsch, right? Oh, hello, Jeff.
it's Jeffrey.
How you doing,
How
Jeffrey?
long has Jeffrey been away?
He's still away. He changed a lot. Here he comes.
Yeah, that's
Just getting him set up.
How you doing, Pam?
Let me see if Andrew.
All good.
Andrew
Here you
that
go. Here he is.
we think of. Is it Andrew Deutsch? Let me see here. Get ready to get rid of him if it isn't. Oh, there it is.
There.
Andrew Deutsch.
That's right. He's on vacation.
He's on vacation. Of course, he's on vacation. Well, so is Jeff. Hello, Andrew.
Why, hello.
Where are you? Where are you?
I am in Ketchikan, Alaska.
All right.
Are you on
Although
the
I got in
train?
trouble. I tried to wrestle a bear. They told me that's a catch a can't.
Yeah. Anyway, so you're in Canada. That's nice.
No, Alaska.
That's Alaska.
Alaska. You're Alaska. Oh, okay.
Yep.
You're going up there to meet with Putin and Trump, right?
They disinvited me. I was supposed to be in the meeting, but it turns out that Trump found out I don't really like him very much.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know if you knew that, but
I turned down offers all the time by the Trump administration to go on trips with them.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, Mandy has joined us too. Hello, Mandy. How are you?
I'm good.
Working at her desk as she always is. And here comes Charlie Wallace.
Got it.
Okay. And oh boy, we got a nice bunch here today. Oh, terrific.
How was your meet and greet with Mike Chisholm there, Andrew?
We ended up passing on the highway. We never got together. I was going one way and he was going the other.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
geez.
I don't think he really exists. I think he's an AI.
Really? Oh, okay. Now here's the thing that's happening. I am expecting a package. Okay, a new camera. Okay, and it's being delivered by UPS, and that always scares me because
Yeah.
guys are so lazy they can
They
go,
always fuck it up.
huh?
They always fuck it up.
Well, they can fuck it
Yeah.
up. It's easy. And then they tell you, well, if you really want it, it'll be at the UPS pickup point after 6 o'clock tonight. And that's right up the street. But, I ain't walking these days. All right.
Your place is hard to get into. I can understand that it's hard for them to deliver.
It's not that hard. You ring 8I. Oh, I shouldn't say that to everybody.
Oh, now we know.
Secret.
Okay, you guys will all want to come over. You just push 8I and we bring you in, but they
Yeah.
don't even try. They just leave you a note saying, we tried to do, and you home. I'm waiting for you. So now they have a thing where you can track where your stuff is. Okay.
Yeah.
And I have it up here. And Marjorie,
Yeah.
he's halfway up 116th Street. So he's heading in our direction. All right.
Okay.
So I'll keep you informed when he looks like he's close.
Mm.
You know what I usually do now that I can see where they are, if they do that thing where they go, we couldn't get you, you weren't at home. I chase them down the street. I've done that. I chased them down the street and said, you didn't deliver our package. But anyway, they're probably stopping off to have lunch at a restaurant or something. But they're
When
on.
they buzz, Alex.
They're
Don't worry about it.
and then you'll hear the buzzer go on the baby monitor. Tell them why
And I'll go.
we don't have a baby, but we have a baby monitor. Tell them why we have a baby monitor, Marjorie.
You tell them. Use your butter
What
stories.
happens is the buzzer, right, is out in the kitchen, and we're in the bedroom. And these are very thick walls. And even if the door's open, sometimes I don't hear it or she doesn't hear it. So what we do when we're expecting something, we have a baby monitor out there. And then she can hear it. She can hear it ring. So
Yep. That's what we're doing.
that was one of my little things that I put in that was really brainy, I think.
New tech.
And the lights in all the closets.
Definitely.
I went out and bought these. What's that extra noise going on?
Oh, all of these people here at the pool.
Oh, I see. Okay. So anyway,
50 degrees and they're splashing around.
I
I didn't go on a tour package because you can do whale watching right here in the pool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not a whale. It's just a really fat person.
Oh, you ruined my fun.
Yeah. That's the reason why I'm not going to swim on the cruise. I may lie out and try and get a little color on me, but that's it.
But that'd be shrimp watching.
Well, at my age, it looks like you're whale watching. Okay. So anyway, so we're keeping track of this truck as it's getting closer to us, and undoubtedly they will deliver in the middle of this show because they annoy me. Who sent me a note now? Alex. Alex, I was just listening to last Friday's show. Well, there's one going on right now, for crying out loud. Yeah. Did I make some kind of mistake or something? Show and your conversation with Bubs, but about dentists. Oh God, forget it. Anyway, so Marjorie,
So
Marjorie and I are trying to find a doctor to be our what's the term? It's
Internal medicine.
internal medicine, our internist. And we just don't know what to do. Today I get a call from my doctor's office, or supposedly. It didn't sound like it because there was a dog barking in the back. And it's this woman who's for him. I'm just calling to see, are you people planning to get the concierge service? And I said no. And tell the doctor he can go screw himself. I said, we've been loyal to this guy, my wife, at least for 30 years, me
40.
at least 40, at least 20. And even at a point where his partner left, I didn't go to Mount Sinai to be with her. I stayed with him. I said, and now we're just being deserted. And she didn't know anything, she was just trying to sell the thing. And I'm going, so what happens to all my prescriptions? Can I still get them filled? And she said, well, you'll have to talk to the doctor when you go to your final examination. I'm not going to any final examination. I was examined by him 4 months ago.
So he's retiring? Is that what it is?
No. He's going concierge.
What the hell does that mean?
That means you have to pay $300 a month, like, to see him.
3,000.
$3,000 a
Or
year.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
You've never heard of this, Len, in California?
no.
Oh, wait till your doctor decides to do it. Let's see
I
how-
just started Medicare last week, so we'll see what happens.
that doesn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I go to my doctor, he takes Medicare, right?
Yeah.
Now I go to my doctor. If I don't give him the $3,000, he's not going to Medicare. He's not checking
Wait.
Medicare out.
3,000. Are you telling me that you have to give him 3,000 for the pleasure of him seeing you?
Yes.
And by the
Pleasure
way,
being
by the way,
concierge.
$3,000 a year for Marjorie too.
A year? Oh, come on.
$6,000. And here's what they say. This is the part that really got me. I think this is really terrific. Let me put my glasses on so I can read it right.
I've never heard of anything like that.
They
in my
say
life.
my concierge choice practice is much smaller than a traditional practice. Well, that's nice.
Imagine.
Yeah.
I see fewer patients. I can spend as much time as necessary with you, not feeling rushed or making you late. What do they mean by making me late? I guess, I don't know, for my next,
Waiting for him.
I don't have a life, so I don't get late. Anyway,
So if he just keeps 100 patients, he makes 300,000 a year for nothing.
it's
got
it's a return of the good old-fashioned medicine where you had a physician who knew your health history, who was easy to reach and had time to discuss all your medical concerns. And as I told this lady today, you want me to pay $3,000 a year to get what I got for free 5 years ago?
Right? I would tell them to go take that up there.
Well, I told him I didn't tell her. I mean, she was at home with a dog barking, and the dog wanted to get fed, and so I made it fast. But anyway,
Wow.
that's what they have now. And Paula told us she had a doctor of hers do it, and you felt completely.
Yeah, we felt pretty abandoned. I even make house calls and so on and so on. But it was at the time we couldn't afford it anyway. But it really felt like a betrayal. It was like, what is this about?
But the good part is they say they'll give you his cell phone number.
Oh, shit.
So if you need him, you can
Call him every day.
Yeah, well, what I
Every
thought is
hour.
we
Excited.
we pay the 6,000 just for grins and call him every day at dinner time.
Right?
Every hour.
Huh?
It's the only way a doctor can
Hour.
have it's the only way a doctor can have a private practice now. What it is they have to work for hospital systems and they're
Yeah.
under these commission deals. You have to make so many referrals for specialists a day, so many
Yeah.
tests, so many everything, or you don't get your salary. So
Yeah.
they say, screw this, I don't want to be under the thumb. And the only thing they can do is go private and do the concierge service.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, well, that's a very
That's-
nice way of
So in the end, who suffers, right?
I didn't say it was a good thing.
Quite
I said that it's the only way that a doctor can make the kind of salary that they want
And
instead
not
of being an
have to
employee of a hospital.
hire a bunch of people to deal with the insurance companies that fight with them.
Right.
Oh, he doesn't have to deal with the insurance companies at all. And the insurance companies don't cover this, by the way.
No.
No.
And then what happens is my doctor does it all the time. You go to him. What is your primary doctor. Okay. He's a guy who you go to when something's wrong. And then he
Yeah.
looks at you and says, well, that looks like it might be a rash. Let me send you to a skin doctor.
Yep.
Well, wait a
That's
minute.
the referral system.
Yep.
No, he's going to refer me, as he always has.
Right.
I got to pay that next doctor. And let's just say, for grins, that next doctor's concierge.
Oh my God,
Oh,
right?
buddy. Yeah.
You know, it's this
Wow.
thing.
That's a new one on me.
Is it really?
There was a TV show that had
Let's hope
concierge.
let's hope it stays like a new one on you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Have
no
to deal
kidding.
with.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never heard of that here in Austin, though.
I wish somebody from California was here. Is anybody from California here now?
Hello.
Like Len. I mean, besides Len, who has? Oh, have you heard of this? Have you heard of this show?
Charlene, yeah.
I've heard of it, but not around here. I've heard of it like on TV or whatever.
I wonder why it's here, but it's not in California much. Yeah.
I have Kaiser though, so they wouldn't do that. So.
Yeah. What are you going to say, Jeff?
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted, Jeff.
Muted, Jeff. Unmute yourself. There we go. Wait a minute, you're still muted.
Sorry.
There you go.
Okay. My wife was over there, so I always have to keep her off for a while. Anyway, I used to go to Yale for probably, I don't know, 50 years. And all the doctors.
And you didn't learn a damn thing.
Everybody there were terrific, very great. All of a sudden, this was pretty much in New Haven at the university there. And then at the same time, they started buying every other facility in Connecticut that they could get a hold of. And then the next thing is all of my doctors who were still alive all got changed in to be just professors. In other words, they were only teaching, and they couldn't touch me at all.
Wow. Okay.
So I went to the Connecticut College, which is a smaller hospital, and it's terrific. So
So you know what you do? You know what you do instead, Jeff? You go to Pepe's Pizza in New Haven.
I
Right.
hate that.
That's where Dr. Vinny Boombatz practices.
Best place ever.
Oh, I hate
What
that.
is it called?
Pepe's. Pepe's on Worcester Street in New Haven. It's amazing. Absolutely
Pepe's Pizza. Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, so so you have somewhat of a similar problem, right?
Well, except now I have a nice group, and one of the guys was a real goofball, and he didn't give us right.
I wonder how your doctor felt about being called a goofball, but anyway.
Well, that's why not?
It is what it is.
So we went and complained, and we said, "Who can we complain about? This is not the kind of doctor we want to deal."
Mm-hmm.
I get the professor, who's the head guy, who's the president of that facility, says, "I'll take care of you. You're very more patient. You're a more complex guy. I like you anyway." And that's it.
That's it.
And I've been doing great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this thing is it's ridiculous. And so now we got to go find another doctor.
We got to call them and get
You
their
should go
list.
see mine.
Huh?
Go see mine, Alexis. My doctor guarantees that it can live forever, and so far it's working. And if it doesn't, I get to go back and get my money back.
You know what? I got to tell you, I mean, getting another doctor. Did you have trouble getting a new doctor, Paula?
Well, I moved. That was in Philly. So I'm here now in Ohio, and Cleveland Clinic is
Nice.
very fine organization, and my doctor belongs to part of it, and I'm good.
Yeah, but how did you?
She spends, and she's part of it. She's part of a group, but she spends all the time with me that I need. So far so good. I'm real
Well,
pleased.
that's fine, but how did you find her?
There was someone that my kids knew
Oh, that's usually
who recommended her, and this particular person is somebody who has like a zillion things wrong with her, and I figured if the doctor would please her, then her doctor must be good, and she was.
Francine, what do you do in New York for a primary care physician?
Well, I have a primary care guy who I've been going to since like the 90s, and he's not taking new patients. Otherwise, I would definitely refer you to him because he's a great guy. But
He's not taking new patients.
no, he's not. And he's only working like, half days, like 3 days a week. So, because he's like around 70-ish, so I think he's sort of
What
getting
doctor?
ready to
Somebody we
retire.
somebody we dealt with, Marjorie, had it was working less. And I can't remember what it was. Who we were talking to. Maybe it was a doctor of some sort. And a lot of them work less. I know my
They're getting
urologist.
older.
Huh?
They're getting older.
Well, my urologist has gone down to 4 days a week.
I think there's an overall problem about medical care in this country. I mean, it's like
You
a
think?
problem. There's and I don't really understand it. I've heard lots of stories about very fine people that have a hard time getting into medical school, which costs a ton of money, and they have to go into debt and so on and so on. And doctors are having a hard time. What about the doctors that are part of the system that connected with abortions?
Well,
I
we
mean,
checked it.
they're leaving the states that they work in.
Yeah, we checked a doctor today that we knew because I had her. She was my doctor's associate, and I originally went to her. Marjorie was going to this guy. By the way, I'll show you his picture in case you see him. You can call him names on the story. There.
God.
Okay, I've covered his name.
Blow raspberries.
Costanza?
Huh? No, but and so we've been going to him, and what was the point I was going to make?
I don't know.
I was making it
That
going.
you're now going to your old doctor?
So anyways, so we checked this old doctor that used to be with him because I liked her and she was really good. I just didn't follow her because I was loyal to this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we called her today to make an appointment and see if we could get her to be our primary physician. And what were you told, Marjorie?
Retired.
She was fired?
Retired.
Retired. Oh, I'm glad she wasn't fired. My God.
Yeah.
She retired and she wasn't that old.
Wow.
I think she's maybe in her 40s, 50s.
I think we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be a doctor anymore. It's a lousy profession, and we're going to be in trouble.
Well, in the old days, I guess you liked being a doctor because you had your little bag. I mean, it was ill. Guess what? You went to their house.
It was about taking care of people, not about making money.
Well, listen, everybody wants to make a buck, okay? But in those days, yeah, they did it because they felt it was something, a calling. And it's not anymore.
And when I say about making money, it's not about making money for themselves. It's about making money for their institution or not doing procedures that are going to lose money. I mean, it's all about the finances. It's not about the care.
Yeah. Although
the people calling the shots are not the doctors, they're the accountants.
Yes.
Well, we go to most of our doctors are at Mount Sinai here in New York. And the reason being because we're Jewish. But anyway, the other reason is
Alex, I'll call them tomorrow for the list.
I like having somebody at Mount Sinai because I can then use the My Chart,
Yeah.
and I can see everything the doctor wrote. And catch up on all the stuff, and it's good to have all your stuff at one hospital if possible. But now we got to go look for somebody at Mount Sinai, and they're all over the place, though. They're not
I'll call them tomorrow and ask for the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
an online
going to call Kenish? Oh, excuse me, my doctor.
Yeah, where's the list?
And get the list. Yeah. Yeah.
Might find another company who, although it's different, that they collect with getting all the data from you to your Dr.
The
A.
other
to
hospitals, yeah. I don't know of that yet. I know that I have like my hand gets done at what Langone, what's it called? Something Langone.
Ken
Langone.
NYU.
NYU Langone. That's
So
it.
do you have Medigap insurance?
And they have a my chart, and I'm on that my chart.
Me,
You know?
me too. Me too.
Yeah. So I today, in fact, I made an appointment for my hand to get done again because it didn't work the first time, and they got right back to me. You know, so no concierge service there.
Do you have Medigap or Medicare Advantage or what do you have?
We have
All of that.
we have Medicare. We wouldn't do Advantage. That's a bad idea.
Yeah. Okay. So you
United
like
Health, and we have United Health.
We have Medicare, and then we have
Part
United
G or
Health.
something, right?
supplemental plan.
United
That's what I-
Health, Alex.
Yeah.
know
It
you
doesn't
have-
matter what brand it is. I was just wondering if you had like Plan G or Plan N or whatever.
Well, we have the biggest plan. We have there's an F, and then what's that?
Top of the line.
What's
That's
the
what
one?
I just took.
We have
Yeah.
one higher than the F.
So I think it's G.
G.
Is it the FU?
Yeah, G. It costs us a fortune, but no matter what happens, you walk out of that doctor's office, you don't pay a thing. You know, there's no copay. Forget
Mine's
it.
$143 a month.
Yeah, ours is 700.
Three something a month per person.
I'd rather pay for that than the concierge service.
Yeah, no shit.
You know.
I
Yes,
think
Jeff.
there's two of us on the group here who are younger. I wonder how they worry with this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, who's younger? Mandy's younger.
Andy and what's his name?
Andrew?
Edward.
Andrew.
Andrew, how old are you, Andrew?
His 50s.
In a few days, I'll be 59.
See, he's not yet.
Okay.
But I have health insurance
When
through
Jeff, they're
through
all
the company.
kids, okay?
Yeah, he's got work
Just
insurance.
one more.
Mandy.
The guy who talks at the end of the game.
Oh, not Edward Burke?
No, I mean,
He's 103.
how old,
Yeah.
He's older than you
How
think.
old?
As I am.
how old are you, Edward?
73.
See?
Hey, vey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, by the way,
Well-
watching a documentary on the life of Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward, which we've both seen, but Marjorie doesn't remember it. That's a good thing about her loss of memory now.
Alex, I never saw it, but this
All
is
the new
terrific.
movies she can see. But
Alex,
you were there with me when we watched the whole
stop
thing.
it.
Oh,
He wakes up.
I'm not, you forgot it. So good. I mean, and I'm watching it again with you, and because I don't remember everything, it's interesting to watch again.
She wakes up with a new man every morning.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
forget things I watch too, Marjorie. Don't feel bad.
You know, no, I mean,
But this is
how about
so
me?
good. I highly recommend it.
How about me? I forget names on this program and everything. You know, I'm thinking about just cashing it in, you know. Not this show. I love this show. I don't feel that I am as bad on this one as I am on the other one. But anyway, where are we? So what was I talking about?
I have no idea.
I think we're done with the doctor shit.
Oh, we were watching this thing about Woodward and Bernstein.
Yeah.
Woodward. Yeah. Joanne Woodward is married to what's his name? Bernstein, Carl Bernstein.
Paul Newman.
Who was married to Carl Bernstein? Wasn't it Carrie Fisher's mother, Debbie?
Nora Ephron.
Nora Ephron, that's who. That's who. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. So we were watching this thing on Paul Newman, and it makes me feel real sad to watch it because every shot of Paul Newman, no matter how old he was, looked great.
Right.
You know, and
Aged very well.
there was
Yes,
there was a joke somebody pulled once on one of my shows, and they're absolutely right, and you can apply it to Paul Newman. I often said that he would look better 5 days dead than we look now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the guy was, I mean, gorgeous. And the blue eyes and the whole thing. And when he got older, he just got older, that's all. But he didn't look like, you know, a caramel pudding melting, you know. I mean, he looked good. He looked really
great.
good.
Like South Park. Did you
Like
see that?
Christy Ulm?
Yes.
This week's South Park.
Boy, that was funny.
Oh, it was great.
Who
Yeah, but-
knows what they're going to do next?
My
Look at
wife
Newman shoot
thinks
puppies
that
that good?
Mandy,
My-
Mandy looks like she wants to say something.
I was just gonna say I actually watched it. I mean, we haven't been watching South Park. It's been gone for a while, and just to see it again, and it's just they give no,
It's
you know what?
unbelievable.
Guns
This
blasting.
season is great.
They were off for 2 years. That's why you didn't watch it.
Yeah.
On their return, you had Trump saying, well, they're yesterday's stuff. They're not even popular anymore.
Yeah.
Right now, South Park is the most popular thing on television and streaming.
Yep.
And they're back. And after, I think, there's something like 23 years, something like that. How many years is
It's been
it?
on for a while. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that show's been on
Hold on a second. Echo, how long has South Park been on?
1998.
Has been on since 1997.
Nice try.
1997.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah.
28.
So they've done 330 episodes
Wow.
over the course of the show. And so 1997, how many years would that be?
28 years.
28.
So, you know, to become after 28 years, to be more relevant than you've ever been.
Well,
Right.
they have a lot to make fun of these days.
Yeah.
No, they're
Richard
they're finally recognized as the investigative journalists they are.
It looks like they're not stopping.
But it's really, I mean, it's amazing how popular that show has become again and how relevant. Completely relevant.
My wife has never watched an episode in her life. She watched both of them and is dying. She loves it. So
yeah.
You definitely cannot be the type of person that gets offended. Like,
No.
when you have Jesus on it, you just have to.
Well, Jesus goes to school now with them.
Right.
Standing in the hall.
He's in the school.
Every time they walk by him, you hear this.
JD Vance is taking advantage. He's coming out with his own brand of lube for the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had JD Vance. It was like Fantasy Island, and he
Like
was
tattoo.
Yeah.
too. Yes,
Lube Satan's bunghole.
Oh, it's it's a beautiful show. It's a beautiful show. They did it. They waited 2 weeks to do another one, so I wonder if they're going to do it like every other week, or whether
And they're very quick with the animation. They can get stuff in there that just happened in the last couple of days.
That's right. That's right. I think what they do is, my theory is they make a template for the show.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with Trump or anything else. And then what they do, they get all that done so they don't have to redo it. And then they fold Trump and Vance and Christy, what's her name? Nome?
No.
Yeah. What is her first name? Christy. Oh, I was right. Christy Nome. And this one, she's going around everywhere shooting little cats and puppies in the face. Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Very well done.
Didn't you like when they went up into heaven and started rounding up people in heaven?
Yes, because they heard there were people of Puerto Ricans or something up in heaven, and they went to heaven and got them. You can't get
That's the kind,
but you can't take me. I'm an angel. What?
That kind of humor is like so absurd. But has anybody seen Naked Gun? I went to see Naked Gun yesterday.
No, is it funny?
Yeah, because there's something about that, like Airplane. That I don't usually like corny humor, but this is like the absurd humor.
Well, here's the thing I saw an interview with David Zucker, who did Airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, I came up with a script for a new Naked Gun. And Paramount didn't want to do it. And they went out and they got Seth MacFarlane to produce the thing.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of
Great.
different people wrote it. And I said, I had nothing to do with it. My script, no part of my script was ever used.
Wow.
But when you're saying you're laughing at Naked Gun, you're really laughing at somebody else's jokes. You're not the guys you're used to.
Yeah.
But they tried to imitate that kind of humor.
Well, I mean, it was, it was very reminiscent of the original Naked Guns, just
Yeah.
so absurd. And just like I said, I don't normally like corny humor, but I was laughing out loud.
Well, who was it? I was watching something where there's a documentary. If you get to see it, it's on Hulu, and it's about the Dana Carvey show.
Oh.
And it's about the history of the Dana Carvey show, which in its way was one of the biggest failures in television.
Yeah.
But they said that the biggest, they just realized they didn't want to be political. They didn't want to grind any axes. They just wanted to be silly.
Mm-hmm.
And they accomplished that, and very nicely. I mean, let's face it, there's nothing better than Colbert and what's his name? The other guy. Starts
Kimmel.
with C. No, starts with not Kimmel, starts with a C.
Conan.
Cartel.
Huh?
Conan.
Cartel.
Oh,
Wait,
no, never mind.
I see. This is what's wrong with me these days.
Cartel.
Hold on a second. Who said that name?
Cartel, me.
Cartel?
Cartel.
No, it's a guy who did
Chappelle.
the guy who did The Office here in America.
Oh,
Steve
Gervais.
Carell. Steve Carell.
Gervais.
Carell.
Carell.
Colbert and
Close.
Carell were on this show because they'd come from Second City. And they had a bit that Marjorie was even just laughing her head off at, of waiters who can't stand the sight of food. And they start giving out what's for dinner. And as they're doing it, you see them going, and it's dry heaving as they're giving the menu. It is one of the funniest pieces of comedy that were ever done. In fact, that bit got them the job on The Daily Show. Because they said, you're the guy, they said to Colbert when they hired him, you're the guy that did that waiters that can't stand the food.
I got to look for that.
Yeah. And they said that they felt that the most important thing was just to be silly, and the sillier, the better. They had people like Louis C.K. writing for them. And there's a movie guy who did Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I'm trying to remember his name right now. Charlie Kaufman. These were writers on the show. I mean, it was just a brilliant show. And if you watch this documentary, you'll love it. I just wish they devoted more time to actually running it. And I think on Hulu, you can also find the 8 episodes of the show. But they made a mistake. The first episode, they opened up with something that just made everybody leave. And today they wouldn't, because it's so funny. It's ridiculous. And that's President of the United States, Bill Clinton, has like 8 nipples.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's breastfeeding puppies and kittens and babies. Well, you're laughing at it, and it's very funny. But there were people, they watched the ratings by the minute, seeing what was happening. As soon as they started doing the breastfeeding thing, it just went down.
And that was the first episode.
They did that on the first thing on the first episode.
Yeah.
And that kind of was, they had a hard time getting back from that. And every show was sponsored by somebody else. And it was like, this is the Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey show. Okay. And a lot of times they used to do that. Remember the Craft Music Hall, things like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, they had one. It was the Mountain Dew Dana Carvey show. And they did a live commercial. And they put this glass of Mountain Dew. And Dana is saying to the guy, what does this look like to you? And the guy goes something like, sunshine in a glass? No, really, what does it look like to you? And it was hilarious, but Mountain Dew said no more. Well, that's it, advertising on this show. And by the end of the show, all they could get was a Chinese restaurant advertised. But it's a great You liked it, didn't you, Margaret?
Oh, very much.
Good documentary,
Absolutely.
very entertaining.
What platform was that on?
Hulu. It's called, just type in Dana Carvey in the search, and that it'll come up. Then also, I think there are episodes on Hulu of all the shows, so you can watch them. And the 8th episode never even ran.
Because there's only 7 episodes. Wow.
Yeah. They did 8 episodes. The eighth episode was, he said, was the best they did. Never ran because ABC wanted to cancel it early. So, and they put it on after the show. What's the show about the guy who fixes stuff?
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. They put it on right after Home Improvement. That's a family-oriented, happy show, And all of a sudden, here comes Dana Carvey, with the mug root beer show and Mountain Dew. What does this look like to you? I mean, it was, and they loved it. They walked away and they said, "Look, in one way, it was the worst experience of my life because of the pressure from the network. In another way, it was the best thing I ever did in my life." And even Colbert and Carvel, Carell said the same thing. We'll always be very proud of that show. So,
Alex, speaking of canceled, I'm just curious, what's your 2-minute take on Howard Stern?
What do you mean?
What the fact that he's going off of XM and going away, I guess, huh?
Is he? I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
I just read that. Yeah.
Well, it's about time.
They don't want to renew him because he wants $500 million again.
No.
At one point, I guess he was worth it because people got to know what Sirius XM was. I was very happy when I was there and he came. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I knew it would draw attention to Sirius XM, which had a hard time, really getting subscribers. And I think he's been very valuable to them. And I think they owe him a living. Okay. And if he doesn't want to leave, then they shouldn't do anything about it,
Really?
Yeah. But
I have Sirius XM in my car only because I have a newer car.
I do
And they
too.
paid for it. But I don't listen to it. It's crap. I go on Pandora or whatever where I can listen to what I want to
I
listen to.
like some of the stations.
Well, I'll tell you, here's the problem with Sirius XM. It's the same trouble you have with your TV cable. Yes, you've got 400 channels, but how do you listen to? And so what's happening is if you listen to 3, let's say, and there are 400 other channels, you're paying for them too.
Sure.
Oh, and you're never going to listen to them.
And unless you get a deal, they're getting $15, $20 a month, aren't they?
Well, they're getting 15 a month, but they were getting 15 a month in the beginning. I don't know what they're getting now. I
pay like 17.
Oh, what?
I have 2 lifetime subscriptions on Sirius I bought when they first started for $300, and they still work.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Never had to pay another penny.
Mandy, what did you say?
I pay like 17 a month. And that's how I found you, was on Sirius Left. And I don't even listen to Sirius Left.
Oh, yes, you found me back in the day at Sirius Left. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a little bitter. I've always had. Margie, would you say I've had a certain bitterness towards Sirius XM?
Oh, I would say absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I canceled it when they fired you.
Well, because I don't think I was let go for any tangible reasons, except that certain left-wing groups didn't like me because I criticized Obama a lot. I felt that he was the amateur president and he was learning his job, and but because I wasn't the kind of I was a real left winger, but I wasn't the kind of left winger they were used to. And I swear to you that I was pushed out of there by Media Matters. Okay. Because I was replaced by somebody from Media Matters.
Mm.
Who pays for Media Matters? What's his name? The guy with all the money, the left winger with all the money. George Soros? Soros. George Soros. Yeah. So I think he had something to do with me getting fired. But I mean, I don't feel I got fired because we weren't doing a good job. When I went in there, when I first went in there, they said, well, we'd like to put you on the left wing channel. And I went, well, I'd rather be on the entertainment channel because I do an entertainment show. I don't do a political show. They said, just come on, do a little bit of politics and then do whatever else you want to do. So they knew from the beginning I wasn't going to be all politics, you know. And then one day they started saying, yeah, you got to do more politics. And I went, I told you I didn't want to do more.
Don't like so.
You know, that's why I went on this channel. I'd be on some other channel and you wouldn't be saying goodbye to me right now, you know?
That's right.
It was, yeah. And then let's see, I appealed to Howard, or had somebody appeal to Howard's people, and put me on his secondary channel. You know, he has 2 channels.
Oh, you were on one? Oh, really?
And the answer I got back was no. And I feel Howard owed me something. I mean, after all, he stole my act.
You opened the door for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
he never admitted to that.
He did admit to it.
He did?
Privately.
Uh-huh.
The people I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was told he admitted that he got a lot of what he did from me. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a vindication then. All right.
Well, vindication, but I still wasn't working.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, vindication is lovely. Getting even is, I guess, even nicer. But I got to tell you, you're still not working. Oh, by the way, the truck is getting closer to the corner, Marjorie.
Okay. Tell me when he turns.
You know, think about it in hindsight, Alex. I mean, you've done fine after Sirius XM. You know, maybe you don't have 100,000 people listening to you, but you're still here.
Yeah.
We enjoy having you here.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you're not making any money, you got plenty of money. So you lived. You made it. You win. You win.
Yeah, well, no, I won. I think
you won.
Quite frankly, I don't know how Sirius XM is still in business, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, what are they actually doing? I mean, as I said again, it's 400 channels, and you only listen to 3 of them.
Yeah, and I have Pandora for free. I don't even pay for it. It's free, and I just say play, Van Halen, and it plays me Van Halen or whatever.
Well, also, which one is it? The one that the Sirius XM owns now?
I have no
Pandora.
idea.
Pandora.
Is it Pandora?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then there you go.
Our show is on Pandora.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they can have more channels because an AI determines all the tracks based on the title of the channel.
Yep.
It takes them two minutes to create a new channel. They say metal prog rock, and then they have a channel.
Well, they can't.
But there's no people involved.
You're partially right, but you're partially wrong. They can only do so many channels because if they do more channels, they have to take bandwidth away from others to make that bandwidth. They only have a certain amount of infinite bandwidth, of finite.
What's on Sirius, though, that's on the actual satellite is a finite. What's on their internet version is infinite.
Oh, that's infinite. Yeah.
And it's
quite frankly,
they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because every new car has it, and they sucker people into subscriptions.
Yeah.
There's something like a 60% close rate on people with new cars.
Really?
That subscribe. Yeah, some high number. I don't know the exact number.
I hear that may have changed a little bit. That people are just, they get it, and it's nothing they can't get if they use their radio, which has Wi-Fi now, to go, or a signal from the internet to go to Pandora or anything else, and then not have to pay for it. You know, they can go to YouTube and get everything.
I thought the same thing though when I got my car. It did the same thing where it gave me the 3 months for free, and I was like, because I was going to quit it. I was like, I don't need serious.
Oh yeah, once you do it, you just Plus, it was very easy for you to get it. It was much harder for you to get rid of it.
Cancel it.
Well, and I got the 3 months free, and then it was like 3 more months for $2 a month. So it was like, okay.
Right.
So after 6 months, I'm like, I'm going to quit. And then there's just some channels I like. I know it's hard to imagine.
Mandy, call them.
You've got an infinite amount of stations, so you can find a station you like.
Yeah. There's just some that I actually like the DJs on them. And I just like to hear people talk.
But like if you listen to 3 channels, are they all worth $15 a month together? No. That's the question. Also, but I mean, it's something that Sirius XM, I think, is having a problem now. They're not really making the profit you'd think they're making. Plus, they're paying a hell of a lot for talent.
They're not growing.
Because they got this guy who's running the programming there, who came from Hollywood. And he's impressed by stars on his stations rather than good broadcasters who do good programming. And so a lot of the people on there, they're well-known people and you like them. And
Martha Stewart?
Martha Stewart actually ran the channel that she had, but she didn't really do that much programming on it. And it was actually a pretty good channel, but they got rid of it.
And they gave that girl Alex, her name is Alex, and she has the Call Her Daddy podcast. They gave her a channel.
See?
And she just, she doesn't really talk a lot, and you can tell it's just pre-recorded. But the music she plays, I like the music she plays. She tends to play stuff that's like from her generation, but it's like the stuff we were listening to when my kids were growing up.
Right.
So she plays like Hillary Duff and, the boy bands and the High School Musicals and all that. So if I want to feel nostalgic, I'll listen to her channel. She's from that generation.
Yeah, but it's no Tiny Tim channel, but
But I left Sirius XM, and then one thing led to another. And one day they bought Pandora. So I put my program up on Pandora. So now I'm back on Sirius XM in a way.
Mandy, if you're really paying $17 a month, call them up, tell them you'll sign up for a year, and they'll give it to you for like $4 a month.
You can do 7 now.
I know, and when I finished my $2 a month, it like went to it sent me the email saying we're going to charge you. And it was like I was at the highest premium subscription. It was like $37. I'm like, no. And
what? $37 for what?
For all the sports and NFL.
They got to send somebody out to my house.
You'll get it for $50 a year if you call them, and they'll switch.
Yeah.
They threatened to cancel.
Well, here's why. Just threatened to cancel.
Exactly.
I know. I just bumped it down to the most basic.
Yeah, well, you can say, I'm sorry, but the basic isn't good for me. I'm going to cancel. And then they will start, I hate to use the term, Jewing you down. By the way, there's not a Jew in that place, so I have no idea why they said that.
Just if you call, get your Punjabi English dictionary ready.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the way you do it. You just tell them that's it, and they'll do anything to keep you. They just want the numbers.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who have subscriptions which are complimentary. Here's the funny story. When we left, when we were let go, Albert and I, see, I'm getting terrible. Albert and I had free service, right?
Oh yeah.
Free Sirius XM. Everybody who works there gets a free one. The minute he left and got to the ground floor, he lost his signal.
Oh my God.
They turned him off. Me, on the other hand, for some reason, that thing kept working for a couple of years.
Wow.
But with him, the minute he stepped off the elevator,
Somebody was walking.
Gone.
Nice
I was like,
deal.
is he gone yet? We're cutting him off.
Follow him downstairs. I'll give you the signal to cut him. But they didn't with me. With me, it was but I had no reason to listen to it. But I was so bitter at the moment. I didn't want to even listen to the damn thing. So huh? What were you going to say? Somebody was going to say, Charlie. It sounded like you were.
That's it, me either. I have not listened to Sirius XM since the day they fired you.
Very good.
You know,
Thank
You
you.
have
And
a,
I still get every week. I get an offer for something like $3 a month or $4 a
Yeah.
month if I'll renew my subscription.
Oh my.
you have a soul and a backbone, Charlie, and
Such a fanboy.
That's
I was
terrific.
so mad when they did that.
Well, it's not nice, but that's what they do. But I mean, they can turn you off with a flick of a switch. But I tried it a couple of years ago, and it wasn't working anymore. So, I'm not crying.
No.
not missing anything.
You don't have it in your car, do you, Paula?
Sorry?
Do you have it in your car at all?
No.
Do you have it in your car, Edward?
No,
Yeah,
you know what I was thinking?
I have it.
You have
You know what I was thinking was that the experience of having a job and the next day you don't have a job for no good reason is not
Well,
fun.
that was the thing that bothered me. When people ask me, why were you fired? I have to give them the most honest answer I have is I have absolutely no idea. And it was never explained to me.
And
And
how about
they
the dinner
said-
they were going to take you out?
No, they only said one thing. They said, all we can say is it's not your fault.
So why did you do it then? If it's not my
That's
fault.
what I said, if it's not my fault, why?
Right.
And they
Right.
said, we
I
can't.
think-
They said, we can't tell you.
Wow.
You can't.
Right, and I've been there, and I think a lot of people have been there, and it's hard to say. It's hard to
I
say.
would love to, in my lifetime, before I drop dead, have a resolution to that. Have somebody say to me, here's why it happened.
I think Lynn
Then
Samuels did it to you.
then I feel better about it. What did you say?
Lynn Samuels did it to you.
Oh, Lynn Samuels.
Back from the grave.
Yep.
She died while I was there. And people don't know who Lynn Samuels was.
Yeah, they found out you were the cause.
Lynn was maybe, in my estimation, of all the people I've known in my lifetime, the worst human being I've ever known.
Worse than me?
No.
This is a woman who did a show, and she hated me from the day I walked in the door. Because it was like, I guess somebody showed up wearing the same dress. I don't know, and she hated me for no apparent reason. Every time I met up with her, I'd be nice. I'd be overly nice, and she'd be overly mean, and I would just smile and be overly nice. And then finally she died. In fact, she was dead for 3 days before anybody found her.
Are you talking about Lynn Samuels? I walked
The
away.
cats?
Yeah, Lynn Samuels.
Cats didn't eat her face?
She was good. I liked her too.
I was going to say, when you were talking about being liberal, like being so liberal, I thought, no, you weren't as liberal as Lynn Samuels. When you talked about how you were talked bad about Obama, she did. She did not like Obama.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Like
she didn't
anybody.
get fired. They was somebody after 3 days. She didn't show up for a show.
Yeah.
And showing up was she did from home, and they flipped the switch, and she wasn't there. So it was 3 days before anybody decided, I think somebody should go over there and do a welfare check. And they went over there with the cops, and they broke down the door, and what they found inside. What, are we getting noise from your end, Andrew?
He's talking, yeah.
Is there some talking on your end?
Yeah, everybody's coming back from this.
Just
I
mute
need to
the
shut
mic.
off. I need to go. I'm going to be too loud.
Oh,
I got to go.
Okay, talk to you later.
Have a nice
I
rest
got
of
to
your
get back to. I got to
vacation.
go wrestle another bear.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Always. But anyway, somebody went to our house, and they broke down the door, and inside they found a rather stiff Lynn Samuels.
And that's how I found out, because you posted it on Facebook.
Yes. And then she was dead. And then the station asked me to do a tribute to her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember-
So I figured, she's dead. But I have nothing to hate her for now that she's dead. I have to say I'm not unpleased that she's dead, but
I'm not sad either.
so we do this show where we have people come on. It's a little tribute to Lynn Samuels, right? And most of the people were having a hard time finding nice things to say about her, but what a talent. Oh, she was great on the air. She was this, she was that. And finally, they got a call. We got what do you call it? Set up a call to her sister.
Yeah.
Talk to her about Lynn. And so Lynn Samuel's sister's on the phone. I went, okay, let's go to it. Hi, I can't remember what her name was.
Yeah.
I said, how you doing? She said, I'm doing just fine. I said, do you have any thoughts about Lynn? She said, yeah, she was the most horrible human being in the world. And I figured we had done our job. Even her sister didn't like her.
Wonder how she became popular on the radio. It was just because of her style, and
It was because of her nastiness. I think.
Some people,
I guess that's why I listened to her. I don't know.
I mean, the fact was that I had I was always very nice to her, and she was always very mean to me. And she would always say, I don't do any prep for my shows. And she never had a good thing to say about me. And I was never nasty to her. Never. So I could never figure it out. But
Crazy.
that's the other thing, by the way. I want to die knowing what I was fired for, and I want to die knowing why she hated me so much.
We hope you never find out.
Right.
really, won't be worth it.
Well, with an irrational person, it's very difficult to figure out why. So anyway, are we talking about somebody nobody knows? How many here know Lynn Samuels?
I used to listen to her at one time.
See? Even Edward Berger knows who she is because
My mother used to listen to her.
Anyway, listen, it's been wonderful having you all here again today, as it always is. This is a show I really love doing, and I will never stop doing it. Oh, maybe when we go on vacation, if I can't get a good Wi-Fi signal, we'll have to stop doing it for a couple of weeks. But, otherwise, I'm here. I'm here with it. Rain, snow, holidays, whatever. Anyway, hey, Marjorie.
Yes.
Now it's down the other part of the street.
They passed.
It went by?
They'll get there when they get here.
No, they haven't come up here yet, I don't think. I don't know. I give up. Anyway, thank you so much, Marjorie. Thank you to Scott Boddicker, Paula Levin. Thank you so much. I'll get used to it. Charlene Solis, thank you. Francine Witt, always wonderful to have you here. Len, nice to have you here. Jeffrey, you look like you're in a nice place. Mandy, it's good. You get through the whole show now because you don't have to go train people to lose fat.
That's
right.
Yeah. and Charlie Wallace, thank you so much. Everybody, thank you. Give a big wave goodbye as Edward Berger signs us off by saying,
That's all, folks.
bye-bye. See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.